feel like you forget to dream? What is that dream that the Lord has put on your heart? And isn't it so easy to get caught up in the weeds of the everyday responsibilities, right? Family, spouse, kids, dogs, I don't know, church, volunteering. We've all been there. I've been there. And I share this next video with you as inspiration for you to know it is possible to overcome just that kind of mundane feeling. And that's not a bad thing. The mundane stuff is really important and necessary. And it's just as important that we keep a big picture and a vision for our life with whatever it is that you feel the Lord has called you to do. So I share this next video with you as encouragement in that way. My girlfriend invited me onto her podcast to share my journey, how I've overcome and how I've been able to make an impact. So I would love for you to receive this next video as encouragement for you that you can overcome, you can make an impact, you can make the difference in your world that you are called to make for the people that you are called to serve.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Rita Valence. I am the host of Dream Warriors. Now on these last episodes of this season, we are bringing another season, but we have one guest and I'm trying to have a conversation with her for quite some time. Finally, I have her here. Hi, Alicia. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm well, thank you.
I am so excited because tell us who you are, what you do, and where you're based, and then I'll tell you why.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you for having me, my friend. Honored to be here. My name is Alicia Jones. I love the Lord. I love my family, and I love to help women grow in confidence through a healthy lifestyle. And I do that with a simple and unique approach of balancing blood sugar with macronutrients. And the reason women typically care about that, Rita, is that it's all about lowering inflammation, losing weight, keeping it off, and just eating healthier for yourself, helping your family do the same in a super fun and simple way. So I had my own challenges to overcome it, and that's how come I love to share.
I was exactly talking with my boyfriend because I am swallowed. Like my face, my normal face is, I see the difference. Okay, I still feel beautiful, but I feel that I'm swallowed in my face. I really feel, and not just in my face, but because we are talking face, this is this is what I can say. Let's not talk about the other parts. But the reason why I have this is I had depression and I took antidepressants, and I'm still coming out from that. So I see it, and it's so interesting what you are saying because I want to know everything. So first tell me why you do what you do.
I love that. Thank you. And a lot of people ask me that. And the bottom line is that overcoming my own health challenges, my own need for weight loss, because I grew up, I'm 6 feet tall. You can't really tell now on video, but I'm a tall woman. And growing up 60 pounds overweight, nobody could tell, Rita. And they had no idea that I was actually struggling with back problems. I was borderline diabetic. I grew up, fast forward, had 2 kids. My back could not handle the pregnancies. My back gave way. I had to get physical therapy. I collapsed in front of my son, carrying blankets, nothing, just blankets. I was like, oh, I looked at his eyes, and you have kids too. I just looked in his eyes and I was like, he's scared that his mom cannot take care of him. And he was 3. This is my first kid, let alone the second one. So that was my come to Jesus moment, if you will. And just kind of knowing I needed to do something about my health. Getting the weight off was amazing. Learning about the macronutrients and nutrition. And I thought that the easy part was behind me, and it wasn't. It was the keeping it off, the learning the healthy lifestyle. And so for the last 6 years, I've incorporated things that I've learned from my own certification and my own training into how do you make fun, healthy food that's actually veggie based. It's got a lot of protein. So the calories are low, keeps it easy to keep the weight off, because that's my own deal, right? I lost all the weight. Like, I don't want it back. Thank you very much. 60 pounds is a lot for me at my height to keep off. And so because I've been making these fun things like, black bean brownies, sweet potato cookies, pizza with veggies in it, and all sorts of just low calorie fun stuff that actually tastes good. People were asking me, like, how do you make that stuff?
Oh,
So finally just being able to share it and put it together, and it's been really fun.
I felt some emotion on the moment then you told about your kids and the moment. We women have so much pressure on us, then we totally forget that we are humans. And I can imagine and I can feel your pain, not for because you are feeling already what he can feel.
Yeah.
Right? And kind of feeling guilty because that is not what we want them to feel. Right? Is helping other women now, and I suppose you work with more women, or helping other women now, how that makes you feel?
Amazing. Grateful, joyful.
It is, right? And special, and I loved and you were such a different niche. We all work with women, but it's such a specific thing. Then we say in business, when we do business, when I guide my women in business, and people think about, oh, I need to niche down, niche down, niche down. If you have a very specific way to do things, you don't need to niche down.
Because you already are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Who are your women? I know what problems they have. They are me. But what is going on with them? What age they have? Give us a little.
You know what? I love that you asked that. And it's funny because the answer has changed. My heart originally was for, kind of younger moms, maybe in more my season of life, although now I'm almost 41. So I'm in the middle now.
I'm 41. I'm 41. Okay.
So there you go. My birthday's next month. So this is perfect. Okay. I have discovered that I not only am able to help women relatively around my age, about 10 years younger, 10 years older. However, there's been so many, I want to say grandmas, in the older, more wise season of life that I've been able to help, because by that time, they are just realizing, gosh, I just want to take care of myself. So it's actually been a joy. So now I can actually say I help, moms all the way up.
I want to do a side note on that, and since we have the same age.
Okay.
I have been obsessing with follow women much older than us or older than us, because I need to create a blueprint for our future, or for my future, your future, meaning we are so lucky because the generation before of us, no J-Los with 50 exists, right? So we arrived to the 40s and we felt the obligation to feel old in height. And we are not going to do that. So I want to arrive to the 60s and 70s and 80s, feeling cool, beautiful, becoming old, but doing in a cool way, right? And I have been so obsessing with following these women, and I have been interviewing women with 70 plus who are starting on the coaching world, what I think is so cool, right? We need that. We need these women who are older than us to say, you know what, I'm going to take care of my health. You know what, I'm going to do something for me, because for us it's difficult. I cannot imagine how it is for them to take time and money to invest in themselves.
Well, and attention.
And attention.
Because like one of the most recent women I helped, I just love her. She's the sweetest thing. And she said, Alicia, I'm finally getting results with your approach because of I'm overcoming the years. And this woman is easily in her 70s. Years of unhealthy habits. And she goes, finally, I'm able to get the results I never could. And she's 30 years older than me. So like, how amazing is that, right? To be able to see that.
And automatically, I have another question for you, and that is my job here. How is in the hormonal, so okay, I'm not in menopause, I will be. And I feel that it's more difficult for me to take weight out, or at least that is something that I believe, because I know how powerful my mind is. If I decide that I'm going to be more fit than ever, I will. But what you teach, how it goes along this time in our life, then we are changing for, I will say, for a positive thing, because it's to be, at least we don't have period anymore.
That's right.
Something positive there, right?
Right.
How
Always a plus.
how is your work? How your work, like what is your blueprint is working? That works? I believe so, but it works with menopause and changing.
That's a great question, Rita. And it's yes. So the bottom line answer is yes. And it's really because of the balancing blood sugar and how that affects the hormones in all the body systems, specifically with the inflammation. And I call it the fat storage factory. And then when you balance blood sugar, it essentially just turns off the fat storage factory. So it makes it easier to lose the weight or keep it off as we get older.
Okay. So when I start working with you, do I need to check my blood sugar levels?
That's a great question. Not unless you're diabetic. No.
Okay, sounds better. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I know. Blood sugar is a little sciencey. I know.
So another question. What kind of offers do you have in place?
Ooh, great question. So the most recent one is my app. Very excited about this.
I know.
That's how you and I connected.
Yeah.
The app is wonderful because really, after teaching now for a couple years, it's just a one-stop shop to put everything together. So all I have coaching, a 6-week program where I get to give people a health reboot, just build their confidence, and they get to learn. And that's what most people who come to me really want. They usually want to learn how to eat healthier, like specifically the education piece. And they want to either lose weight or they really want to keep it off. Because typically women, it's so easy to gain weight as we get older, just because it's very gradual. It doesn't happen like overnight. And suddenly we wake up and we're like, why am I 10 pounds overweight? So typically people come in, they want the coaching, they want recipes. So in my app, I've got a coaching program. I've got ongoing recipes, community. I have a recipe book. Oh, I should bring that to show you. Well, anyways, a recipe book that I published last year. It's on Amazon, and that's in the app now too. It's fun. And then actually in person, and I know like we can't do this because we don't live too close together, but all my in-person people here where I live in Southern California, we do in-person moms fellowship cooking classes together, which is so much fun because we get to make something together. The kids can play outside in my relatively safe backyard, and we just get to fellowship. So a lot of it's about connection.
Relative safe backyard. Makes sense. What is next for you?
Next is continuing to launch the app, because the app is brand new, like this month right now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't have an app now because I'm all over the place and I'm changing. And to just like half an hour ago, I changed and level up my business. So I'm kind of, but passion changed my life. And not just the app, but what they teach, the community, this ability for us to be having conversations. So I just want to leave a side note. Passion really changed my life. I remember I found passion at 12 February 2021, and I know 12 in the middle of the night. And I know because 12 used to be, and sometimes it's still, my lucky day. And 12s, a lot of amazing things happen on 12s. And I was born in December 21/12, so I think it's there. So I just want to say, do you feel inspired? How do you see there how important the community is? Do you have the sense of community on your container? People interact between them.
what's really beautiful is that the app that I just shared with you right now, like where I'm at right now, is just accumulation of all the things that have been happening in the last year and a half, Rita. And what's so funny you say about that you found passion in February. A year ago in February, so like a good year and a half at this point, that's when I started teaching my first cooking class. Because a girlfriend of mine like flat out was like, could you just teach how to make those stupid brownies? I will pay you. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, I want to know what kind of brownies you are making. I'm on to know everything about you. I have a present for you, so maybe we can trade some presents.
Thank you.
And I'm just trying to get some free recipes.
Right. And just basically just to answer your question, like that's what started it. And the community, because you asked about community, the community feel of those classes back then, it was on Zoom, right? Because that's what was happening in the world. But that was what was also very cool. It connected women from all over the country who could come to Zoom and do a class with me. And we just kept building that community, and it kind of blossomed into a Facebook group. So now there's all these women in there, over 200 of them now, who are just using my book, using classes, getting ideas, tips, recipes, just community being together, right? And that's just continuing to grow. So with the book, the YouTube channel, the app now, it's just the next thing that I can really give women to connect them and to empower them. So that's really cool.
So tell me something. Do you have coaching for cooking, or do you have like fitness coaching as well?
Ooh, good question. I would call it more like healthy habits, lifestyle coaching.
Okay.
Because I really work on habits, mindset. I mean, I like to work out, and yeah, I'll help somebody with that, but fitness isn't my like super passion. Teaching healthy cooking is because I didn't learn it growing up.
Nobody. Look, I grew up Portuguese. We Mediterranean, okay. Food from Europe, south of Europe. It's really good, but I found them, for example, let's talk milk, and I respect the opinion of everyone else, but the idea that I had growing up about milk was ridiculous. I did think cows did give milk naturally. How stupid is that? I never did understand everything that it goes on with the milk, and how milk is made for baby cows, not exactly for a small lady as me, because the opposite between us is I have 1.60 meters, is like 5 something. So wow, we all need to learn how to cook and eat. And I don't eat meat, but I love the thing that I became a vegetarian. I eat fish and seafood now, but I became a vegetarian five years ago. And the thing that it comes with that is, in a moment to the other, you don't know what to eat. And you go and you research, and it's an adventure feeling of tasting something veggie that you never eat. Or eggplant. I never did eat eggplant in my life. Or I don't know, different things. Then I said, oh no, I don't eat that. And the adventure then is to make hummus. I love to make hummus. So just learn how to do your food and expand your how do you say, your tastes, what you want. It's a mental thing as well, right?
And what's cool about the mental thing is that when there's options, then people feel like they can open up. Like, for example, when I teach about, I love what you were saying about the eggplant and the plant-based eating, right? Because a lot of my stuff is plant-based, and yes, I have some meat in there, but the cool thing is that I was telling you about macronutrients at the beginning of this. Macronutrients, they can go for any allergy, food preference, vegan, non-vegan, it doesn't matter. It's just protein, carb, healthy fat, period. So whatever works for that person, it's easy to put it together. And then when they find, oh, I can eat black bean brownies that have vegetables in them, but they taste like a brownie and there's protein, that's cool. It gives people options so that they feel like they can expand their taste buds and it's not overwhelming.
Oh, I'm in love. Because I remember when I tried to control my calories, I could control the calories, but the macros were all over the place.
Totally. Yes.
Yeah, it's really tough. It's really tough. Or you prep and you are eating the same, you find something then you like, you constantly eat the same, or it's really difficult. So I think you are a success already. Tell me, how can people find you online?
Alicia Jones Coaching.
That is easy.
I know, I was going to say Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Actually, I will say that I called my app the Pocket Health Coach because I want people to feel like they always have support and guidance in their pocket. So Pocket Health Coach, it's on Apple, Google Play is coming soon, but Alicia Jones Coaching, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, anything.
Okay. If you had a message to your, no, before of that, can you share a dream that you achieved already in your life?
Yeah, to be paid to teach.
That is a good one. Me too.
And you know what? Here's a really cool thing that, like, the significance of that, Rita, and I didn't tell you this part of my story yet. I taught piano for 20 years of my life. I was a music specialist, a music teacher. My degree is in piano, like college degree. I came into health later in my life because of my own struggles, as I shared. What's really cool is I thought I was getting paid to teach for 20 years, all these students, 35 kids at a time, lots of students. Okay, to transition that, because I wanted to be with my own kids now that they're 7 and 9, to now be able to teach online in an area that I love because I've overcome it and I want to inspire other women to do that. To be able to be paid to teach that is amazing.
And you have a quite new, I don't know, people have this idea, then they decide to become a coach, but I'm talking against me, to decide to become a coach and you are going to make money straight away. I did. But that many times is not like that. I think I did because my background, my experience, all my business, so I could manage to do it. And I'm very focused. I love to rest by when I'm in love for something, I will work and make it happen.
That's right.
And I have that fire, but you have a very young business, and knowing that you can do that is amazing. It's congratulations on that. So
Thank
now
you.
my last two questions. One,
Yeah.
a little message to your younger self.
It's possible.
It is.
Because I didn't think it was possible to get weight off. I didn't think it was possible to teach my kids and break the generational chains that I had. And it is. It's possible. And I think it would just be, don't give up. Because I've seen it, because I've lived it. And that's I don't know if you're going to ask me this, but that's just my heart to share with women that it's possible.
Yes, please.
Give up. There's always an answer. And that was, you know what, when I started this, when I decided I was going to actually teach these classes, I'm like, oh, I can teach, because I've taught for 20 years. That's my spiritual gift, I believe. One of them is teaching. So to get, paid to teach this sounds kind of fun. I believe the Lord gave me just inspiration for 3 words: encourage, equip, empower. Like, I can do that. Okay, here we go. So that's my heart when it comes to women: encourage, equip, empower.
My next series of podcasts, the name is Women Manifesting Dreams. But I feel that this episode is Women Manifesting Dreams. I want to say thank you to you for dreaming, because many of us forget to dream, and lucky are the ones who don't. And then more lucky even are the ones who dream bigger and bigger and bigger, and we keep expanding. And I know you are going to keep expanding. So thank you for sharing your story with me. I want to wrap this with, can you give us a quote? Or a message then you want to send to someone here, listen to us and watching us or whatever.
I'll just share what I told myself. It's possible. It is totally possible. There's always a way. And don't give up. Be resourceful. Ask yourself, what might I do? Because that was one of those things that when women are so resourceful, moms are not, just women in general. And I just believe I've seen so many women in my life, so resourceful. Ask yourself, what might you do? And just follow through with what comes on your heart. and
Beautiful.
you'll find a way.
Beautiful. I would just want to add one little thing to that. Always ask yourself, what is the worst thing can happen? And just take a look, because sometimes it's not so scary, right?
I would agree with that.
Thank you, Alicia. Beautiful. I'm going to say bye to you properly, but thank you so much for being, for the people who are watching and listen. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. My name is Rita Valente. I'm your host. Keep living your dream and make it happen. Thank you to you, ladies, who are listening, commenting, and sharing. I love you guys, and I see you on the next one. Bye-bye.